It's actually like quite early in the morning here, right? And I already have to like think quite hard. I don't know if that was the best idea to film this video this early in the morning. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and today I will bring you the next video in my coverage of the Solitaire print-and-play game design contest currently hosted on Board Game Geek. And today I will be playing only diced words. Yes, it's another word game, just like the first video I did here. I don't know what it is about this year with all the word games. I don't know, maybe there are even more. Let's see, but I do like word games, and this one was quite interesting, so I thought, you know what? I will just show that to you. Let me go a bit to the right here. All right, before we get started, as usual, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's do this. All right. There we go. All right, so what do we need for this game? For this game, we need this cheat sheet here. I think you can also write down the points differently. I'm using this sheet because I'm using regular dice right here. You can also use blank dice that I like, that you can like write on with like markers and then wipe them, right? That is possible, but I don't own such dice. That's why I'm using the regular ones, and I just added a circle here next to each die, so we know like which die is which color. So I will start with these three right here. So let me just put these off screen. We don't need those at the moment. These are the dice that I will be using. Also, what we need is another two things. We need to choose one of these word cards here. I will just choose which one. Yeah, let's choose maybe, let's do age, I guess. This one with the age here. And then all the rest we will just discard. And then what we also need is like these 5 level cards in order. Level 1 at the top, level 5 at the bottom. Let me just do it like this here, right? Because this is like where we level up and know like what powers we have. And also we need, of course, a pen. So, a small disclaimer, I think I forgot that in my last video for this coverage here, but keep in mind that these are still being designed at the moment, right? I'm just covering them because I think like it's kind of cool to like see like what designers are doing for this solo contest. I just find this very interesting. I do this pretty much every year. I try to cover as many games as possible each year here. Sometimes I can only manage to cover 2, 3, sometimes even more than 5. It kind of depends. And there really was just a little fly here. Did you see it? Oh man, but it's gone now. Okay, cool. So, so keep that in mind that all of these games are still like in progress, right? Things are still subject to change. These are just like early designs. And with that, I can like show you how this game works. So actually, it's quite simple. We always like roll these 3 dice like this. 1, 1, 6, and I always like put the die there, like wherever I put like the colored circle, right? So I can't just cheat here, right? And then we put the age, that word, we put like on like these dice, like in any order. I will just put the A here, the G here, and then the E over here. All right, that is our start here, and then now we get started. So we always like roll these all of the dice. Later on higher levels we will get more dice, right? And also longer words to form. And now we have the 2, the 3, and the 4 here. This is like not too great, but okay. And each round I need to like spell a word, a real word that exists, right? So in this case here, you see like these are all blank dice. Just imagine, right, that these die face would now be blank because you see like the die face like right next to the number, right? I do have like a level 1. I do have 1 power that I can use, and that means I can reroll 1 die. And I think I will actually do that. So let me reroll that one. Hope I get a 1. I don't. Okay. So now these are all blank, and whenever there are blank dice, I need to fill in like like letters myself. Just we need to be careful that I always need to like form a word. And also you see here, these are like words I'm trying to form in the higher levels here, right? Like level 2, when we have 4 dice, we want to like spell east once at least for these points here, right? So I will have to like go in that direction that I also get like a T somewhere in here, right? So I can spell east later on. So I think what I will do is actually, let me put a T here, an A here, and an E right here, right? And then I can spell eat with these 3 dice, right? Just remember, this would be an E, this would be an A, and this would be a T, right? That would be eat. I just spelled that. That is fine. I also get extra points here if I either don't have to fill in any blanks because all 3 letters exist, right? And I can form a word with them. Or if I only have to fill in 1 blank and all the others are already letters that are already there from earlier rounds, I get points and also a level up. That means I would go to the next level, receive more dice, and then continue. I win the game when I reach like the last level and spell like a last word there. But I lose if I ever can't spell a word. So we could lose like within 1 or 2 rounds if I play it bad. All right, so let's go to the next turn. Oops. So 4, 1, and 5. So you see now I only have one letter that is blank, right? That means we can also level up if we want to, and I think I want to do that. I want to level up as quickly as possible. So now I need to find a word with like 2 A's here, right? And a blank. I can put in anything there that I want, and I should like, of course, put like a letter in here that I actually need later on, right? So like later on I would also need the G, right? I already have one there. That is fine. What else is new here? An R later on. That would also be a possibility. And what else is new here? I think that's the N, right? So let's see if I can find something here. This is already quite difficult now, right? Because 2 A's. So I could use an N-A-N-A. Oh no, but that is more like a prefix Anna, right? What about AMA? AMA would be asking me anything, right? But that's just an abbreviation. I don't know if abbreviations are fine, but I think the rules didn't say that. The rules said that you have to use all dice to form a valid word, and any word recognized in English, right? So I could put an M here, right? But the M wouldn't help me here. So I think what I will do, I will use my power here and just re-roll a die. That's a 1. Okay, so now I have 2 blank faces. Okay, so now I can try it again. So I think I will put an N right here and a T right here. Then I would have and. That's fine. And these are all letters I need later on. All right, let's continue. So 1 right here, 2 right. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, right. 2 here, 3 here. So I have EN and I can put something else here. I already have a T here, right? Because 10 would be possible. Right? Do we have anything else? G, I could put a G here for Gen. That's definitely a word that I can use. Net would also be working, but I already have a T in that column. Let me put a G. I think that's a good idea for Gen, right? And now you see I only filled 1 letter, as you can see here on the level card, right? That means we now level up. That means we just put this one at the bottom or discard it, whatever. And now we get a new die. And here I put like the bluish one. We have our new die here. So, and now you also see that, oh, let me just go back here. You see that I filled 1 blank, right? That means 1 point. That means I can circle that 1 point here. If I had needed to actually like put a letter there because all 3 were pre-filled, I would have gotten 3 points. All right, so, and now in this round, we somehow want to get east. EA, we are missing an S right here. So let's see what we can do. And now we have a different power. This power means I can just take 1 die and put it on any side that I want. And it's going to be very helpful. Alrighty. So 6 right here, 3, this one 3 here and 1 here. All right, GN and then the 2 other things. Let's see if I can actually find something here. Not easy. It's actually like quite early in the morning here, right? And I already have to like think quite hard. I don't know if that was the best idea to film this video this early in the morning, but well, let's just see. Okay, NG and 2 other letters. What I could also do is like put one of these letters, like change any of the die faces here. That would also be an option. What I could do is, because I want to try to like only keep these letters here, right? I think that's the best thing to do. So I do have a G and an N. So I think I will actually put an A right here. I do need an S there, right? That's important. But let me put an A right here, I think. and a G right here. Then I would have gang. That's fine. That's a word that I need. So I survive another round. Okay. I somehow want to get that east, but first I want to survive, right? That's the most important thing. So here, like this. So we have NA. Now I could put that on the E, for example, and then I could spell east quite easily. I think I will do that. So I will use my power here to put that to a 6, like this. So EA, right? And then I will put a T right here and an S right there. And that would be east. So we spelled that east here. That means we get these 2 points here. So east, 2 points, right? Like this. So we already gained 3 points. Actually, I don't think there is like a point scale or something like that in the game yet. So that means we will just gain points. I don't know if these are like then good or not, but we will just gain points. All right, so 2, 6, 2, and 3. GET. Oh, look at this. Only 1 is missing. That we can even level up. It'd be kind of cool if I could reach at least level 4 or 5 until when I then lose, right? But let's try to get as far as possible. Okay, so let's see. This is kind of rough. Geet. I mean, one thing I could do is GT. I could put an S right here, right? And then I would have gets. That is good. I can do that. And I only filled in 1 letter. That means we level up. I get 1 point here. And we get our next die, which is the green one. Right there. All right. We're already at a 5-letter word. I don't know what I said before, how I would win. But I have to win by, I think, putting this word down here, actually. The 7-letter word that is on my word card. It's strange, right? Okay, so let's see what we got here. 1. I've already gone quite far. I'm already satisfied. Ooh, look at this. Almost no blank faces. That is pretty crazy. NAA. You know what? Let me just gamble a little bit, but I hope not that this will lead to me losing. But I will re-roll this one because that's our power again. Hope for a 3 or 4. No, it's a 5. Okay. Because then we could have leveled up again. Okay. And we're 2 blanks, but that we cannot level up. But let's see. We do have an NAA and then 2 letters I can choose. However, so let's see if I can find something there. The only word that I can think of is again. So I could put a G here, but I would have to put an I here, which is not helping me at all, right? Not one of these letters, but at least I'm getting something. Okay, let's re-roll. Let's just see. What do I need to reach here? Gates, right? That would be like the target word for more points. G, T, then an A, another A, and an S. Ooh! Oh, wait. G-A-T-S. This should be an E. And then we are fine. You know, let's re-roll this. And now we lose or win. So this needs to be a 2, 3, or 4. Otherwise, we probably lose. Oh, no. This is bad. Ooh, G-T-S-A-A. I don't know if I can actually form a word with that. I think, right? No, wait. Aghast. Aghast is a word, right? That works. That would work. Yeah, aghast. Okay, fine. Oh, and by the way, we just formed a word with like all 5 letters already pre-filled, right? That means here we get like a level up. We get 3 points even because this time we filled all of them. And we go to level 4. Very cool. We are getting places and we will get the pink dice, the pink die, or the rosé die, so to speak. So let's see. Okay. So we did not get the gates this time. We did not get these points. 1, 5. This one there, this one here, there, and here, like this. Okay, GST. What do we need to get? Stager. We could do that, right? We could just fill these 3 letters. Yeah, let's do that. So ST, so I need A, E, and R. Let's put the E right here. Let's put the A right here and the R right here. That means we here have our stager, which gives us 6 points. All right. All we need to do now is level up and put strange in here. If we can manage that, we win. But hey, man, we have gotten really far, so I'm happy already. I'm fine with where we are. It's a pretty tough game, to be honest, but it's kind of cool. It's like kind of cool and puzzly. So we only have the E right here, so we can like put in anything we want to, right? Like what I would like to do is put in like strange and just leave out one letter, right? So we like get like the letters that we need. But I cannot find something. Ranges. I could do ranges. Oh, that is good. So we need everything except the E. So the R we will put maybe here. Then the A I will put in here. The N, let's put the N here. The G here. And the S here. And then we have ranges. Very good. All right. Let's go to the next round. Oops. All right. Let me just go up here. And by the way, we have like the reroll power again, but we also have a power that we can like put any letter on any die without like actually writing it down, right? Just like a wild. Okay, so 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, and 6. We still need to, no, stage, we have that. We just need to level up. If I re-roll this one and don't roll a 3, we could level up again in case I can form a word. Okay, it's a 5. So we can level up now. I just need to form a word. Oh, I have 3 G's in here. Oh, that's going to be tough. And 2 A's. Oh, no, I think, oh, that could be almost it. What we could try is garage. That's actually pretty good. I would just have to like use my power here to change any of these letters, right? So garage, we're missing one E. I will put that in right here. And then one of these G's I will just use as an R. And then we're fine. And we only changed one letter. So I think that that counts for leveling up, although we used a wild. I think that's fine. So we do get our 1 point here. So and now all we need to do is to form strange. So now pretty much like within the next 2-3 rounds, we either lose or win. Let's see what we do. RA, that's good. Oh, that is a blank. That is also good. Like blanks are very good now. Another A, that's not too great. 6 is a blank. That's fine. 3 is a G. That is also. Oh, I think we can make it. So we have an A and an R. That's good. We have a G. That is good. The A. We need something different. But we can reroll, and we can also just rotate it to any face that we choose, right? So I think we can do that. Let's just use the second power and put that on a 2 right there. And I think now we can do it. So we need ST. No, wait. That's wrong. I need to put that on a 1. That was my mistake here. There we go. So we need an S and a T. And an E, STE. So let's put the T here, the S here, and the E here. And now I think we got it. STRANGE. Strange. That is exactly the word that we need. That grants us 8 points. And with that, we win the game. Really cool. I thought I would play like 3, 4, 5 turns and then lose immediately, but we actually made it. Of course, small disclaimer, I hope that I played all the rules right. Also, like when this is published, this video, it might be that the rules have already changed, right? But this is just for like giving you like a taste of how the game works. So now we get the points here. Target words, we have 2 plus 6 plus 8. That is 16 points. For level ups, we have 1, 2, 3, 6 points. And then also, oh, I totally forgot to tell you that. We also have like erases, right? 3 times in the game we can erase. a word and like erase a letter. I haven't done so. I could have erased that I here, right? But I did not use my erases. And that means I get like 3 points per remaining erase. And there are 3 erases, so to speak, that I have. So that's another 9 points. So I would have 31 points. So I hope the designer is watching this video at some point. If you are, first of all, thank you for designing a pretty fun word game here. But also let me know if 31 points is good, because I don't think we have. Let me just find the rules here. Here they are. I don't think there is any. No, there isn't any like scoring table or so. So I don't know if 31 points is good, but it feels pretty good, right? There's like 1 word we're missing here, and like 3 level ups could have been better. Okay, so we could have gotten 9, 13. We could have gotten 44 points. I think that's the maximum. We have 31. That's pretty good for such a quite tricky word game. All right, well, that concludes my playthrough of Only Diced Words, one of the games entered into the Solitaire Play Game Design Contest, currently hosted on Board Game Geek. Thank you for staying to the very end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And as usual, thank you so much for your support. I especially want to give a shout out to my generous patrons, and the biggest thanks go to Thecos for supporting me at the highest tier. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. You can also support me by watching, liking, and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, supporting me on Patreon, and joining my Discord server to hang out with me in my amazing community. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and cheers.